It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown, and I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year. We've been off the past few weeks with Christmas and the holiday season, so Happy New Year, everybody. Hope Santa was good to everybody, and got a great show for you tonight. We're at Oak Lawn High School. First time taping at Oak Lawn High School, I believe, Gerard, right? First time, right? And great show for you tonight. We got boys basketball coach Jason Rhodes. 9th season, Spartans are rolling, 13-2, just coming off a big-time double-digit victory Friday night against Tinley Park. Now they head to Oak Forest Friday night, 6:30 p.m. tip-off. That is the marquee game of the night, the weekend. That is going to be an outstanding game. So if you're a basketball junkie, that's where you want to be Friday night, Oak Forest, 6:30. We're also going to have on one of the area's top players, senior guard forward Sami Osmani. He's coming off a 23-point performance. He's the all-time leading scorer in Oak Lawn history. He surpassed C.J. Kupek's mark earlier this season. He's got over 1,500 points in his career. So Sammy's a tremendous player and a tremendous kid, number one in his class. So we're going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. I had my share of Beggar's Pizza over the holidays, that's for sure, and I rang in the new year with a nice deep dish. So we come back. Oak Lawn boys basketball coach Jason Rhodes will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
What is a Southsider? From 8 to 5, he's a hard-hat, hammer-swinging, God-fearing son of pride and strength. Gives everything he has to get his job done. Then gives what he has left to his family and friends. It's here where he'll leave his legacy. It's here where he'll buy his truck. During the summer clearance event, drive a new 2019 Ram just $275 a month, or get 20% off MSRP at South Oak Dodge Ram.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, big show for you tonight. We're at Oak Lawn High School. First guest, boys basketball coach Jason Rhodes. Jason, how's it going, man?
Great. Thanks
You're
for
not kidding.
thanks
It's
for
going
being
great. You guys are rolling 13-2. Big game Friday night at Oak Forest, folks. If you want to go see some good hoops, that is the place to be. 6:30 p.m. tip-off. All right, you guys have an outstanding season. What has been the most pleasing part so far for you?
Well, I mean, we just have a group that's really fun to be around, you know,
Yep.
day in and day out. They work hard, they compete every day in practice. They have fun playing basketball. So, you know, that makes my job very gratifying, satisfying. It's fun.
Yeah, covering you guys on Friday against Tinley, and you could just tell, you know, you got a senior dominant group, multiple kids who are three-year guys, and they're just out there having fun, man, and playing hard, and just it's the ultimate high school experience, it seems like.
Yes. Well, I mean, that, just you saying that kind of gives me, you know, goosebumps, because that's what you look for, you know, when you coach a team is for the guys to have fun, playing unselfishly,
Yep.
which I thought, you know, we really did on Friday night, and you know, and it really starts with defense for us, and so when our defense feeds our offense, and then guys are sharing the basketball, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah. Going into the season, what was your biggest concern about this team?
You know what? It's funny you
concerns?
asked that. Not that I didn't have any concerns, but you know, sometimes like foul trouble could be a little bit of a concern, or that teams would maybe key a little bit too much on Sammy. But he's really grown a lot from what he saw last year. I mean, I think going through that experience, he saw a lot of like box and one, face guarding situations, and so that stuff doesn't really faze him or Trey as much maybe as it did last year. So that was maybe a concern, but I'm not really worried about that any longer because other guys on our team are able to step up.
Yeah, you know, David Reyes had a nice, very unselfish kid, man. Excellent passer.
Yeah.
And you got Kevin Swatek, who's a three-sport guy.
Yes.
So you got other weapons. It's just not those two. But Sami Osmani will be our guest on the next segment, man. I mean, he passed C.J. Kupek, the all-time leading scorer in program history at 1,377 points, and Sami's now over 1,500. You know, there are a lot of things you could say about Sami, but what is it about him that makes him such a prolific scorer, do you think? I mean, and that record was 48 years, folks, he broke, so that's saying something.
Well, Sami's he's always been aggressive offensively. Even when, you know, we brought him up as a freshman, he wasn't afraid of the big moment. I remember a game at Richards his freshman year. He stuck a corner three, maybe to put us up 2 with under a minute to play. So he's not afraid of the big moment. And then the other thing about him is that he's just always in the gym working on his skills. You know, so he's become very skilled going both directions, and he can score in a multitude of ways.
And with all that said, what are the colleges waiting for on this kid? And I mean, you know, hey, D1, D2, D3. I mean, you know, talking to C.J. Kupek Friday night, who went on to Michigan, played in the European League, played in the NBA, and he said to me, he goes, I think he's a D1 guy. So what do you think these guys are missing on him?
That's a great question. I don't know. I mean, I saw something about, you know, maybe his athleticism, but to me, he's grown in that area as well. I mean, you saw the dunk he put down on Friday night. He's put down a couple of dunks like that during the course of the year, and not just on breakaways, but in traffic as well. So I honestly don't know what people are missing. I mean, he's a two-way player, not just capable of scoring, but also guarding your best player, as we also saw on Friday night. Moves his feet well on the perimeter. He's got good instinct, so I'm not quite sure.
And he's tough, man. Tough team guy. Loves the game, obviously. Fundamentally sound, and you know, he's a leader. So I mean, he checks every box. And you know, the athleticism thing, when he's throwing down dunks like he did the other night, and yeah, it's a guy you want. He's a gamer. You know what I mean? So he's not going to slip through the cracks. Someone's going to jump on this kid sooner or later. And the other thing, folks, is he's number 1 in his class.
Correct.
So, you know, academically, he's sound. His older brother, Adam, was number 1 in his class. He's at Illinois, right?
Correct.
Right?
Sophomore at Illinois.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, he hits every box in terms of a student athlete. It's everything you want in a kid, man, right?
Agreed. Yeah, he's really fun to coach. You know, he's inquisitive. You know, he is willing to you know, ask questions, and he wants to get better. You know, he might have to be convinced sometimes, but if you provide him with a good, solid rationale and research, then, you know, he goes along with it, which is great. You know, yeah, he's really fun to coach.
Some of these other pieces like Reyes, I mean, that kid doesn't say much out there, man, but man, does he make some excellent passes. And you know, I'll never forget that play with Swatek right down over here. He just lobbed it up to Sami, and Sami throws it down. Very unselfish play, but you could just see that there's kids that have been playing together for a few years and having some fun.
Yeah, so those guys, so Sami and Trey and another senior, Amjad Al-Ramli, went to Simmons Middle School, and then Swatek, Maloney, David Reyes, am I missing anybody? Went to Olms. So, but they played together in the spring and summer of their maybe 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade years. So they've been playing together for a while.
Yeah, and Trey's an outstanding player. I mean, he had 22 on Friday night, and Sami had 23. And you got some guys, man, that, like I said, they can't just focus on Sami. This team, and you know, kid comes off the bench and he had 12, right?
Correct.
He had 12 on Friday, so.
Really aggressive Friday night. Played great.
All right, so you know, and you're heading off. We're taping Monday. You're taking off to Oak Forest to watch Oak Forest Shepherd do a little scouting. What's it going to take? What do you think is going to be the key Friday night to walking out of Oak Forest with a victory?
Well, we got to play great defense. I mean, they're very talented. They run their stuff really well. You know, Matt Mansky does a great job with their team and their system, and so for us, we're going to have to be able to get stops on the defensive end. You know, and if we can get out in transition and score a few points that way, maybe loosen them up a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah. I know you have another Osmani coming up through the pipeline. He's an 8th grader. But when you look at this program, you know, freshman, sophomore, and guys you're going to have coming back, I mean, do you feel like this I mean, do you think you're going to be 13-2 at this point every year? You
Right.
know, but do you feel like you've turned a corner kind of here? This is your 9th year?
Yeah, it does feel that way to a degree. You know, Adam's senior year, we were 19-8. We won 16 games last year. We were 500 with an all-junior, you know, starting group, and obviously a good start to this season. Our sophomores are pretty successful, our freshmen as well. So, you know, we hope that we've turned a corner for sure. We feel good about the state of our program right now, and hopefully we can keep things rolling.
So if you guys keep this thing going, you stay healthy. Obviously, health's a very important thing, even though you do have depth.
Right.
What do you think this team's capable of achieving this year?
You know what? I don't want to put a ceiling on us. Like I've told the guys from day one, we just want to try to get a little bit better every day, incrementally, and you know, do all the right things possible, day in and day out, and let's just see what happens.
See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
In this conference, South Suburban Conference, you know, the red and the blue, like I said, you've been coach 9 years. Have you seen it in terms of competitiveness and star talent as this year? I mean, it's pretty unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes, I thought last year was pretty good as well. You know, Shepherd was very good last year, and Richard's on our side, and Lamont's been good for a long time. Hillcrest, obviously. Yep. Oak Forest has been coming. So, yeah, I mean, top to bottom, I think it probably is pretty close to being as good as it's been since I've been here. Yeah, I mean, you got the Eisenhowers, the TF South. There's some, and obviously Tinley, and yeah, this is the best conference in the area. I hate to, you know, disappoint some Catholic League supporters and some supporters of the Southwest Suburban Conference, but the South Suburban Conference on both sides, this is the best team and individual talent in the area is in that conference. It's exciting.
Yeah, it's awesome. You really, every week there's a great game. So, but the one you wanted to go to Friday, folks, is at Oak Forest, 6:30. Spartans and Bengals getting it on. You're going to see a couple D1 players on both sides, and just some great, well-coached, hard-nosed play from both teams. So I'm looking forward to it. I will be there, my
me
man.
too. Okay.
All right,
Thank
Jason,
you. We'll
thanks
see you
a lot.
Friday.
I appreciate it,
All right,
okay?
you bet.
Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
We're going to go to Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. 3 locations, Mokina, Tinley Park, Orland Park. When we return, senior guard forward Sami Osmani will be our guest. Stay tuned.
At Lisa Thomas Salon, we think loving yourself and your selfie starts with the perfect stylist. That's why we've assembled an amazing team, each with a unique passion for beauty, providing the perfect combination of innovation and experience. Then adding just a little bit of fun. For hair, skin, nails, and makeup, no one does beautiful like Lisa Thomas. Because life's too exciting to settle for the same old thing. Schedule today at Lisa Thomas Salon, a Redken Elite partner with 3 area locations.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we're at Oak Lawn High School, home of the Spartans. Our next guest, senior guard forward, Sami Osmani. Sami, how's it going, my man?
Good, how are you? Good.
I'm doing well, and I should preface this by saying the all-time leading scorer in Oak Lawn boys basketball history. And as you see around this gym, there's a lot of history here, so that's quite an accomplishment, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it.
That's crazy. So, all right. So what is the key to developing into one of the area's best basketball players and being #1 in your class academically?
I think it's definitely goes off of my work ethic, my hard work, you know, just having goals, staying disciplined, just making sure I got my goals, my heart straight, my eyes straight, you know, just doing the right things. And yeah, it's difficult, but I think it's manageable for sure. And if you put your mind to it, I think a lot of people could do what I could do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're very humble too, man. So, all right. So your older brother Adam, he graduated 2 years ago, and now he's at Illinois. He's here, by the way, and he was a tremendous player as well. And he finished #1 in his class. So, and you have a younger brother Aaron, who's an 8th grader. You tell me he's pretty accomplished academically too. So, what are mom and dad doing to, develop 3 boys that are going to probably, your younger brother, the pressure's on, he's probably going to be #1 too, but what are they doing that you guys are able to climb this academic mountain and reach the top?
Well, my parents have a great support system. They're, I would say, very strict parents. Strict parents, I would say. They care about academics. They want us to perform highly in all aspects of what we do. So yeah, I respect that. I respect it a lot, and I'm just thankful that I have great parents that care about everything I do and push me to be my best. So yeah.
And now your younger brother, obviously there's some pressure here. He sees what his 2 older brothers have accomplished athletically and academically. I mean, is he ready for this? Does he fit the mold? And you think you have no doubt he'll continue this legacy of the Osmani name or what?
There's definitely pressure for Aaron. We want him to carry on the legacy, and Aaron, if you're watching, there's definitely some pressure on you. But I think he'll be okay.
He'll be all right.
Yeah,
huh?
he'll be all right.
So this intensity and this demand for excellence comes strictly from your mom and dad, huh?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, my mom's pretty competitive, my dad's pretty smart, so yeah, got a mix in there, and that's what we got. So yeah.
Are you one of these kids that it comes naturally to you, or are you someone that you get done here tonight, after practice, you're going home and you're hitting the books? You got to hit it hard.
Oh no, definitely I have to hit the books. I push myself. I don't think anything comes naturally. I'm a firm believer of hard work gets you where you want to go. So yeah, try to work my best, and that's what happens. So
when you're working so hard academically, obviously to have your skills and achievements athletically, you got to be putting in the time in the gym too. So what's the balance like, man? Take me through a day. If your weekend, you don't have any games, okay? What are you doing kind of to balance things out to make sure you're at the top of your game athletically and academically?
I got to make sure I keep my priorities straight, have a lot of discipline with what I do, make sure to stay off my phone, get a good night's rest, eat healthy. These past couple of years, I really try to focus on a diet that'll keep my weight up, and just hit the books first, and then I have a lot of time at night to just play basketball. Happy that that's my hobby as well. So of course I'm gonna play, enjoy the game. So I'm always around it. So it's pretty easy to balance it when you love what you're doing. So yeah.
Is there something where you're not going to leave the gym until you hit like 10 straight jumpers? Or is there something that?
Yeah, I'm definitely really arrogant. Like sometimes I'm just not loose during the practice or something like that. So I have to stay after, feel right, and then whenever I feel right, whenever I'm making my shots, then I just go home. But if I don't hit my shots, I'm staying until I hit my shots. So yeah,
your shots, man. So what do you think this team is capable of achieving? I know you have some high goals. What do you think?
Like Coach Rhodes said earlier, we don't want to put a ceiling on it, but we're definitely looking at a conference title possibility. And before the season started, we had a goal of not necessarily saying what we're going to do, but actually doing it. So we just want to make sure we're composed, rather do it than say we're going to do. We don't want to keep our hopes up. We want to just have just be ready for whatever comes, and hopefully the opportunities are there to get conference, maybe a regional run, and just
take
play
it
hard.
From there, right?
100%.
Let your play do the talking.
Yep, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, Oklahoma gets a bad rap, and I'm sure you're aware of this. And you look at what your brother achieved. I'll never forget. After I interviewed your brother for a story a couple years ago, I called Coach Rhodes. I said, "Listen, man, you guys need to market Adam Osmani, because he is what you want in a student athlete." And you're the same way. You fall into the same thing.
Thank you.
So, you've had a great experience here, man, right? I mean, what would you tell people who are like on the fence about attending Oklahoma?
It's funny that you said that, because me and Adam always had this thing before we even went to high school. It was like building a culture. When we were younger, it's always, go to a private school. There's great private schools around the area. But unlike the other people that have great talent, maybe high academics, we wanted to build Oklahoma and make it a better place. It was already a great place before we got here, but make it even a better place. We have great staff, great coaches around the school to make this place better. So we get a bad rap, but we like you see that right now, we have a great record. We play hard. You know, we're gritty. We don't necessarily have the 6'8" talent that other schools have, CPS schools have, Tinley Park has, but you know, we make it work and we play hard, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you're fun to watch, man. You fit in the mold of your brother, obviously, but watching you Friday night, you know, AJ Casey is ranked 17th nationally in the 2022 class. This guy held them to 8 points, and most importantly, only attempted 6 shots. And AJ Casey's a tremendous player. He's 6'8". You're giving up 4 inches to the kid. But you were in his face defensively, and you took it as the ultimate challenge, man, to kind of shut him down and show people not only that yourself, but this program is something to reckon with, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, guy's a great player. Had a bad game, but, you know, we had to lock him down. Had a couple D1 offers. I have some pride on the court, so wanted to show people I could play at a high level. My teammates could play at a high level. Oakland basketball could play at a high level. So, you know, had a lot going for me that game, and it was a great game. Looking forward to other ones as well. So, you know, yeah.
Keep it rolling, man. You're doing everything right. All right, Sammy, thanks a lot, man. Continue success. I'll see you Friday night.
Yep.
Folks, going to an athletics timeout. We're going to be taping at athletics in Oakland next week. We come back. Do Players of the Week, talk about some games from last week. Stay tuned. Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy is a 2,200 square foot facility that includes the latest in rehabilitation equipment, including the HydroTrack underwater treadmill. All therapists at Athletics are experienced and offer hands-on treatment for patients that require such therapy. Whether it's your feet, ankles, knees, hips, lower back, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck, or jaw, Athletics is here to help. We at Athletics understand you as a patient have the right to choose where you receive treatment. Ask your physician if Athletics, with locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park, is right for you.
What is a Southsider? From 8 to 5, he's a hard hat, hammer-swinging, God-fearing son of pride and strength. Gives everything he has to get his job done. Then gives what he has left to his family and friends. It's here where he'll leave his legacy. It's here where he'll buy his truck. During the summer clearance event, drive a new 2019 Ram just $275 a month, or get 20% off MSRP at South Oak Dodge Ram.
Whether you're in the mood for a Chicago-style hot dog, Italian beef sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, or charbroiled cheeseburger, Joey's Red Hots has you covered. In the mood for something lighter, Joey's Salads promises to hit the spot. Looking to cool off on a hot day or after a workout? Joey's refreshing homemade Italian ice will satisfy. Come check out Joey's Red Hots at 17400 Wolf Road in Orland Park or at 115th Street and Western Avenue in the Beverly community, where they're open until 5 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter which location you visit, Joey's Red Hots promises to provide exceptional tasting food at an affordable price. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza, where they lay it on thick. Like to thank Oakland boys basketball coach Jason Rhodes and senior forward guard Sami Osmani for being our guests. Good luck to the Spartans the rest of the season. You're a Spartan fan, get out to one of these games on a Tuesday, Friday night. They're definitely worth the price of admission. All right, folks, games from last week. Game I was at here on Friday night, Oakland 79, Tinley Park 47. For Tinley Park, Maurice Evans had 11 points. Aaron Munir Jones had 11 points. AJ Casey had 8 points for Oak Lawn. Sami Osmani with 23. Trey Ward with 22. Scott Maloney with 12 off the bench for the Spartans. Then the game I was at on Monday, this was for the Immaculate Conception Westmont Christmas Classic Championship. Tinley Park 80, my alma mater Eisenhower 77. Ike was up 70-54 going into the fourth quarter and lost that game. For Eisenhower, Jamel Jones, one of the greatest performances I've seen all season. He had 34 points. He was 16 of 21 from the field and hitting a lot of jumpers. Tajon Berry had 12. Ivan Oliva had 8 for the Cards. For Tinley Park, AJ Casey had 34 points, man. He was the real deal. Maurice Evans had 16. Aaron Munir Jones had 15 for the Titans. And in the Big Dipper title game, I was at that on that Saturday night. Thornton 67, Rich East 44. For Rich East, Gary Clay had 20 points. For Thornton, DeMarco Minor had 22. He was the Dipper MVP. Ari Brown had 11. Brandon Hall had 10. Derek Williams had 10. And Sean Burris had 9 points for the Wildcats, who remain undefeated on the season. Excellent team, very balanced. The Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. We're going to hook up Eisenhower senior Jamel Jones. 34 points against Tinley. He had 29 points against TF South Friday night. So we'll get him a nice $25 gift card. Compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook and Chicago, as well as all Stan's Donuts locations and La Barra Restaurant in Oak Brook. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, Maris Sidney Affelter, had 27 points, 15 rebounds, and 6 assists in a win over Peoria Richwood. So we're going to hook up Sydney with a not a $25 gift card. It's a whole compilation. Lisa Thomas Salon hooks you up with a nice goodie bag. So we'll get that out to Sydney. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. My boy Gerard napping on the job. We come back high and tight.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
At Lisa Thomas Salon, we think loving yourself and your selfie starts with the perfect stylist. That's why we've assembled an amazing team, each with a unique passion for beauty, providing the perfect combination of innovation and experience. Then adding just a little bit of fun. For hair, skin, nails, and makeup, no one does beautiful like Lisa Thomas. Because life's too exciting to settle for the same old thing. Schedule today at Lisa Thomas Salon, a Redken Elite partner with 3 area locations.
All right, folks, high and tight, sponsored by Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, 2 locations, Orland Park and Oak Lawn. All right, folks, Big Dipper, 47th year, a lot of history, tremendous talent through the years, but man, this thing needs help. Now, you know, you got Thornton, Rich East, Rich Central, and Rich South, 4 local teams out of 16-team tournament. A lot of teams from Indiana, a lot of CPS teams. They're not bringing many fans. You know what? You either got to swallow your pride. It's run well, but you got to get some local flavor back in there. Start reaching out to some schools or just bury that thing, because the Rich Township schools, they're losing 2 of them, so there's only going to be 1 school next year. So you're going to be down to 2 locals if Thornton sticks. So got to be something done. Got to be something done. You know, you had 3/4 of a full house for that championship game, and that's with Rich East and Thornton, an undefeated Thornton team, playing in a championship game, and you couldn't pack the place then. So something needs to be done. All right, folks, have a great week. Get out to some games. We'll see you next week.